Well, good morning to you. This is CN2 Today. I'm your host, Renee O'Neill. We have an exciting show ahead. Joining me is our CN2 reporter, Indira Skiva, and our special guest, Vicki Kessinger. Thank you, ladies, for being here with us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Of course. Well, tomorrow marks Women's International Day, and what better way to honor women than here with Vicki. Now, Indira, you have been working on Vicki's story. It's an amazing story, so I'll let you talk about it.
Yep.
So go into that.
Well, I loved meeting you, Vicki. She's definitely a woman worth talking about. You've had a successful career in real estate, but what you did after is really what's very, very cool. When things started to slow down in real estate, Vicki started to fly planes.
Yes.
So, Vicki, how did that come about? How did you overcome your fear of you mentioned you get sick sometimes, and just decide to get in a plane and fly?
Well, I wanted something else to do with myself, and I thought, well, a friend of mine had mentioned that, why don't you get your pilot license? And I thought, oh, I can't do that. He goes, yes, you can. So I thought, well, I'll just go up a few times and see if I like it. So I went up a few times because I thought maybe I would get sick or just be scared. But I never was scared. It was just wonderful, and it was so exciting to me to do that. And I guess I probably went up about 10 times because I wanted to make sure before I actually decided I'm going to do this. And then I'm just taking pilot lessons, and I fly on my own now, and it's just lots of fun. And I think that, women should try things and not be scared, when they get older, because it's so exciting. And I think it's overcoming fear, which prevents a lot of people from doing what they would really love to do.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, flying, I couldn't imagine. Terrified. And Indira, you were in that plane.
Yes, so I actually had this amazing opportunity where Vicki was like, well, do you want to get in the back seat with me? And well, you guys, I actually did go in the back seat.
Cool.
It was an incredible experience. Take a look at my time flying with Vicki and learning more about her story.
Clear prop.
Becoming a pilot sounds like a childhood dream, the kind you forget about when you're older.
I think people fear the unknown and fear doing something different.
Except not Vicki Kessinger. When she stepped away from her successful career in real estate, she got behind the wheel of a plane instead.
I always thought that I would like to do this. I was trying to slow down in real estate some, and a friend of mine came to me. He said, Vicki, you've got to do something. He said, why don't you go, and he was a pilot as well. He said, why don't you go get your pilot license?
Kessinger didn't take long to make a decision.
I think you just have to count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get up and go. Just do it.
She bought a plane and found an instructor, Nachum Eshet, who started flying planes decades ago in his native country, Israel.
The first question I believe that I asked her, are you really interested to do that? And she said yes, and I was still suspicious because I didn't understand where am I, okay? But then she said, well, I have an airplane. And that was the point which was, I said, uh-oh, this is serious now.
Vicki's instructor says that in his career, he taught around 150 people how to fly planes, but just 5 of them were women. He says he wishes more women would get involved in aviation. At the end of that conversation with him, he and Vicki offered me a backseat ride in the plane. And of course, it was an offer too good to refuse. Thousands of feet above the ground, it's easy to understand what attracted Kessinger to the unique hobby.
It's just an incredible feeling. It's kind of hard to describe. It's like floating in air when it's calm.
Proving it doesn't matter how old you are, your childhood dreams can still come true. In York County, Indira Skiva, CN2 News.
Wow, that is incredible, Vicki. How cool is that, Indira?
That story still makes me just burst out laughing and smiling. It was wonderful. So, Vicki, you're a Rock Hill native, right?
Correct, yes.
And when do you get your pilot's license?
I should have my pilot license in a couple months.
Wow.
If everything goes well, it should be a couple of months.
Well, I'm going back on the plane with you, okay?
When I get my pilot license,
we're going to
yes.
do round 2 after that. It was so nice meeting you. Thank you for all of your time.
Yeah, thank you for coming in here today.
You're welcome.
Well, now we're going to go on to the news of the day here at CN2 News. Heads up, parents, this Friday in Rock Hill, there will be a car seat check event at the York County DSS building on Heckle Boulevard. It will be from 3 until 5. Just reach out to York County Safe Kids for more information.
And tonight at 6 on CN2 News, Piedmont Medical Center is unveiling its new ambulance designs, and officials will also be blessing the ambulances and a team of first responders there that are serving our community.
And also today, our cameras are at a topping off event for the new York County Government Center. Basically, council staff that will work in the building and those involved in the construction will be signing the last beam that will be placed during the construction of the center. Well, thank you again, Indira, for joining us today. It was so much fun heading up International Women's Day. And next, did you know a country star is going to be in Lancaster this weekend performing? Well, we'll explain that next on CN2 Today.
Your community, your lifestyle, your entertainment. Every weekday starting at 11:30, we will bring you a brand new show called CN2 Today. Each will be filled with local stories, inside scoops, things you care about in the Tri-County. Join us online first at CN2.com in February. Then look out for our on-air launch coming in March, only on Comporium Channel 1102.
Welcome back to CN2 Today. Country music fans, get ready. Jenna, Liz, and I are here inside of Bunny Auditorium on the campus of USCL, and we're talking about the upcoming concert this weekend, Jody Messina. Jenna, I know you and I were talking before the interview about how we loved her songs growing up. What was one of your favorite ones?
My favorite one was Bring On the Rain.
Yes, I love that one. No,
what was your favorite?
Heads Carolina, Tails California, always a good one. She would always, I loved her videos too. Like we were saying, she was kind of different than a lot of the other country stars.
Oh yeah.
We're going to bring in April. She is with the Performing Arts Series here in Lancaster. April, thanks for letting us come here today and preview this concert. So first of all, talk about Jody Messina. When can people expect to see her this weekend?
Well, this weekend she'll be here on Saturday evening. The show starts at 8:00 p.m. And we're really excited. As people are more familiar, back in the fall, she actually had an announcement where she had been diagnosed with cancer. And she underwent some treatments and had canceled some shows. But this is going to be the first concert that she will have put on since those treatments. So we're really excited about that this weekend. And I think that Lancaster and all of the fans can really expect an exciting show.
Yeah, and talk about, you know, how you guys get big stars like that to come here. You've had some other ones in the past as well, recently.
Yeah. There's a lot of legwork that goes on behind the scenes for several months. It's really hard to, you know, we try to work with the university on available dates, you know, that they have for the auditorium, as well as with the artist's schedule. And so, you know, it's hard to kind of pinpoint that date down, but we do. This particular season, we've had Clint Black, we had that big sellout, and we are working on the 18-19 series lineup, and we're really excited. We've got maybe a couple of new types of acts that we've thrown in there, and so we hope to announce that soon.
Okay, and I was going to ask, when can we expect to hear that?
Yeah, very soon, we hope, we hope.
Okay, and talk about ticket prices if Jenna and I and other people want to check out the concert.
Well, as with all of our Performing Arts Series performances, this is a 400-seat venue, so our tickets may be just a little more than what, you know, you may pay in other locations, just because it is an intimate setting in a stadium-style, you know, auditorium. Great seats, no matter whether you're sitting on the front row or the back row. Tickets for Jody Messina are $45 a piece, and with tax, it's just a couple of dollars more.
Okay, and Jenna and I were talking about our favorite song. What's your favorite?
I have to say mine may be Bring On the Rain too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a good one.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, April. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And all you guys out there can buy the tickets. They're right there on your screen. The information for the tickets right there on your screen. And Jenna and I are going to talk about CN2 at the movies. So Jenna, a lot of big hits are coming out or already out. Tell us about those.
Exactly. So right now, what's going to be big in the theaters this weekend is A Wrinkle in Time. It is a Disney movie, so of course it's going to be huge and it's going to be spectacular. But my favorite part might be the three of the main characters, and they are played by Reese Witherspoon, Minnie Kaling, and Oprah Winfrey.
And you read this book as a child, you were saying? That's why you like it a lot? Okay.
Yes. This book was huge when I was in school. I read it in 3rd grade. It's probably one of like the most prominent memories because the book was so great. And the book is also called A Wrinkle in Time. And if you have kids at home, I encourage them to read it.
Okay, and I know what you were telling me about Red Sparrow, some other movies out.
Red Sparrow is still out, and that one is getting great reviews. Again, it is a spy thriller, and it's definitely more for adults, so parents' date night out or girls' night out, definitely a good movie to go see. And Annihilation is still one that is huge at the box office right now.
And what is that one about, Annihilation?
That one is about the almost like the alternate realm that the scientists have to go in and explore and kind of decide, is this a good thing or a bad thing?
Okay. Well, we're also going to get to our hometown tours and what you can expect going on in your neighborhood this weekend. Well, coming up, the Fort Mill Community Playhouse is presenting the Savannah Sipping Society. The play started last week and will continue March 9th, 10th, 11th, 17th, and 18th. Admission is $18 for adults and $13 for students.
And on Saturday, March 10th, there will be a Harry Potter Science Saturday at the Museum of York County. It's an annual family-friendly event that aims to imitate the surprising natural world of science as it relates to the Harry Potter series' iconic ministry magic. The event is from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. General admission is $10 for adults, $8 for seniors, and $6 for youth. And on Sunday, March 11th in Lancaster, violin performer Miles Hoffman is returning for the Vivian Major Robinson concert. The concert begins at 2:30 at the Cultural Arts Center. Admission is $15 with proceeds going to restorations and construction of additions to the CAC. Call the number on your screen to reserve your ticket, or you can go to the website on your screen.
All right, thanks, Jenna. We'll make sure again to come check out Jody Messina here in Lancaster. Coming up here next on CN2 Today, we'll be at the York County Library talking about the Patchwork Tales Storytelling Festival coming up this weekend. Welcome back to CN2 Today. We're here in Rock Hill at the York County Library talking about a fun event that you guys used to have here at the library and people have been wanting it to come back. We're talking about the Patchwork Storytelling Festival that's going to be coming up this weekend, the 9th and 10th. Abby Townsend, she's with the library. Tell us, first of all, what is this event for people who may not know?
Well, our Patchwork Tales Storytelling Festival is a festival that celebrates the love of storytelling, that long-standing tradition, oral tradition of storytelling.
And how does it go about? Will there be a lot of authors there storytellers? Talk about that a little bit.
So, bringing Patchwork back, we're going to have 2 nationally renowned storytellers, and we have David Holt, who is a Grammy Award-winning artist, 4-time Grammy Award-winning artist, and we also have Andy Ufit Irwin, who is also a national teller.
Okay, now now talk about the event. So it's the 9th and 10th. Tell how it's going to go, where it's going to be at.
So Friday morning, we are bringing our storytellers to local schools. They'll be at Clover District Auditorium and Fort Mill High School, and they will be telling to middle school students.
Okay.
We're hoping that those students will go home and tell their caregivers how much fun they had, and that they'll come to our Tell Me More concert. That'll be Friday evening at Dutchman Creek Middle School from 7 until 9:15. We'll actually open our doors early at 6:15 because we will have a pre-event performance by Charles Petty, who was a folk artist.
Oh, wow. And talk about what kind of stories will be told at this event.
Well, Andy tells hilarious stories and lots of fun, very energetic. And David, he is actually a host of PBS, The State of Music. He tells more traditional tales. He's an excellent banjo player, guitar, just about any kind of musical instrument you can think of.
Okay, and now, like we said at the beginning, this was a very popular event. Talk about how you've been getting calls wanting this to come back to the area.
Well, this event actually started in 1996, and it really grew. It started small and really grew to a 3-day event. But in 2000, it started in 1996. In 2012, we had to end it because of economic downturns. And since that time, we have had people many times a month who will ask us when Patchwork is coming back. And I did forget to mention on Saturday morning, we have our family showcase, and that will be Madcap Puppets. They will have a performance here at the library from 11 until 12.
Okay. And why is it so important that kids get involved, families get involved in this type of storytelling?
Well, I think all of us have memories of telling stories, hearing our grandparents' stories, our family stories, and there's a deep richness to that. You know, we can put down our tablets and our phones and really talk to one another.
Yeah. And you said that, is it free? What, are there tickets involved? How can people come?
That is the best thing about storytelling, our storytelling festival. It's absolutely free.
Wow, that's great. Okay. And now, do you have to sign up in advance, or you just come?
We just want you to come.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Abby, for telling us about this. Pretty excited. Well, all the information on the screen, how you can make sure to bring you and your family. And we'll be back with more CN2 Today after this.
Your community, your lifestyle, your entertainment. Every weekday starting at 11:30, we will bring you a brand new show called CN2 Today. Each will be filled with local stories, inside scoops, things you care about in the Tri-County. Join us online first at CN2.com in February. Then look out for our on-air launch coming in March, only on Comporium Channel 1102.
Welcome back to CN2 Today. It's What's Cooking Wednesday, and we are here inside Southern Sugar, a brand new location here in Fort Mill. Here we have the owner, Courtney Thompson. Thanks for letting us come in here today.
Thank you for coming in. We're excited to have you.
It's absolutely beautiful. So first, where are we? Where's this at in Fort Mill?
Right, we're in downtown Fort Mill off of Main Street. We're right here at the corner, right next to Crossings on Main, and we are in the old Center Theater. Our front doors are located right underneath the marquee.
Okay, and it's very beautiful in here, very
Thank
eclectic.
you.
I love it. So talk about what you guys offer here.
Right, so by definition, we are a boutique bakery, espresso and wine bar. We are going to offer a shared tapas style after 5 p.m. So you can get things like flatbread, charcuterie boards, some sliders, and then we have some really great southern desserts. We have a family recipe banana pudding, we have affogato, and we also have a bourbon bread pudding, among the other things that are typical Southerns. We have red velvet cake and German chocolate.
All right. Well, I know that, and today you have a special lavender vanilla latte.
We do. We're doing a lavender vanilla latte today. They're absolutely delicious, infused with lavender, and we're making it. Elisa, our lead barista, is going to be making it with Oatly milk.
Okay. So just tell us a little bit about what she's doing here in this process.
Sure, absolutely. So what Elisa's doing is what we call pulling the shot. And it is your espresso machine. She's right now steaming the milk and making it really frothy and creamy. And what she's going to do after the shot is pulled, which is the espresso, she's going to put it in the cup, top it with the milk, and then she's going to infuse it with the lavender and vanilla. And actually we're going to be using Oatly milk, which is kind of the new almond milk. Okay. Right? It is absolutely delicious, and it really kind of gives you that creamy oatmeal flavor.
Gotcha. Okay. And now I've never thought about lavender, vanilla, and a latte, so that just sounds delicious. So do you guys come up with these recipes here yourselves?
We do. We've come up with quite a few on our own, and we also try to stay on trend. So right now, lavender vanilla lattes are really popular right now, and we just try to offer what people want.
I love it. Okay, so this is as if she would serve it to a customer, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's beautiful, Lisa. Thank you so much. It looks delicious. And you guys, you said you opened this weekend, right? Or this past weekend?
Yes, yeah. It's been a long time coming. It's taken a little bit of time to get the building up and going. But we got all of our permits, and we said, let's open on Saturday. Okay. So we opened for the first time Saturday morning, and we were able to offer people coffee and wine and beer.
Wow, that's great. Well, we're actually going to head over to the bar and learn a little bit about that as well.
Sure.
We're here behind the bar at Southern Sugar. And Courtney, tell me about what you're pouring right here.
We have an Avisi Prosecco, and it's a wonderful bubbly that people come in and really enjoy. It's fruit forward, it's crisp, it's really smooth. It's a beautiful Prosecco.
Okay, and then you have a red wine here. Talk about that one.
We do actually. We have a full selection of red wines. This is actually a Clancy Red.
Okay.
It's going to be a blend. It's a Cab Sauv and a Shiraz.
All right.
It's very good.
And you have a lot of local beers from all over. So talk about these right here.
Sure. I'm working with a great distributor here, and we've got some local and regional beers. We all wanted to work with craft beers, right?
Okay.
So we brought in a lot of Legal Remedy. White Zombie's very popular.
Yeah.
So is Shotgun Betty. The Mosaic Pale Ale has been really, really popular since we opened on Saturday, and we have obviously the Sugar Creek Pale Ale. Very, very good. Yeah.
And so this is, talk about where this is going to go from here, as in a full bar. Do you expect to have a full bar as you
We
move
do.
on? Okay.
We do. Yeah. We're just kind of trying to introduce ourselves to Fort Mill. You know, we built this cafe for them. A lot of good vibes in this building. We just celebrated the 70th anniversary of when the theater opened on February 20th. So it was very exciting. We've had a lot of people come in and just happy that the space was revitalized. A lot of good memories here. So they're able to come back, sit with their friends and enjoy. But we're tiering the open.
Okay.
So what we've started with is beverages, beer, wine, and coffee. We'll be launching our bakery items, crossing our fingers at the end of this week.
Okay.
And then we're going to be offering a little bit of our savory menu as well. That'll come out in sections, and then we're going to be launching an amazing Sunday brunch. We're going to have bottomless mimosas. We're going to have a Bloody Mary bar, and then we'll be at full cylinders. So it's going to take us a couple of weeks, but please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and go to our website at southernsugarcafe.com, and you'll get all the updates and all of the invites for the grand openings.
Okay, and tell us about your hours so people can check you out.
Right. So Monday through Saturday, we open at 7 a.m.
Okay.
And on Sundays, we open at 10 a.m. Brunch will be served on Sundays from 10 to 1, and we will close at 5 on Sundays. And then Monday through Thursday, we again open at 7 a.m. and close at 9, but we're open till 10 o'clock on Fridays and Saturdays.
Gotcha. We'll definitely have to come by and check it out. And before we finish up the interview, I just want to ask, why did you want to open a place like this?
Gosh, well, you know, my husband is born and raised in Fort Mill, and this area is very important to both of us. We have family here, and we saw the revitalization of Main Street, and it's adorable, and people love it here. This is home to so many, and it is growing. And what we wanted to do was offer something that complements all the other wonderful businesses on Main Street. Aesthetic Addiction, Crossings on Main, Main and Gray. We've got Hobos, we've got Local Dish, Amor Artiste. I mean, all of these wonderful businesses, and we wanted to be a part of that. So we wanted to offer coffee and baked goods and a place to come in and kind of be southern and fancy and have some good coffee and food.
It is fancy in here. I love it. Well, thank you so much, Courtney, for letting us come
Thank
here. We
you.
really appreciate it. And we will be back on Friday at 11:30 with a brand new CN2 Today on CN2 Comporium Channel 1102 and on CN2.com.